Why, hello everyone, and welcome! Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV and to Coerthas, a land of snow and scorn. Not a whole heck of a lot we can do about the first thing, but hopefully we can make some headway on the second. Now, I accidentally clicked on and accepted the quest from Logsdon here earlier, not realizing that I couldn't, normally, when I accept a quest accidentally and accidentally skip a line of dialogue, which is what I did the first time, I can go in here and abandon the quest and then pick it back up again. Didn't realize you couldn't do that with most main story quests. Fortunately, I do have a little quest log here that includes his dialogue. Sorry, it's very tiny, but I will read it for you real fast. He was rude. Spoiler. Okay, let's see. Halone, have mercy. Are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I'm on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. And where in the hells is that knight I sent out on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You'll know him by his uniform, that of House Durandare, as is mine. There we go. See? Sorry about that. Hopefully it won't happen again in the future. Also, sorry for my pronunciation. On Durandare, it's probably more like Durandare. French R's are hard, and also French vowels are tricky as well, for me. At least my guesses are getting closer, though. Honestly, that's all I was hoping for. And thank you again to the wonderful person who has not only written that guide, full of all of the French name pronunciations for all the characters in A Realm Reborn, but has continued updating it and is already starting into the post-Realm Reborn patch characters and even a little bit into Heavensward. Just a staggering amount of work and just so incredibly kind. I'm very, very grateful. I've learned a lot, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, I found the knight. Oh no. I've been found by other hooded assaulters. I would have gone with assailants, but that's just me. In either case, please go away. Shoo. I say, shoo. I said shoo. Thank you. Stubborn out here. How's it going? If it wasn't for you, sir, I'd reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I prayed the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. You're welcome. Whew. Cold looking out here. Finally, the temperatures of in-game are starting to match the temperatures in this room where I'm recording. But yes, Durandare... Why do I try? Durandare is one of the 4 houses out here who we're going to be getting familiar with. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, sir. We're a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, understand it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Admel. I will, thank you. Look at that, we're already making friends. It feels super Skyrim-y out here, doesn't it? I think it was just like walking up to these stone walls and this fire inside a stone thing, just suddenly just the vibes I got here were extremely Skyrim. I don't know why that hadn't clicked for me before. But there you go. And here we are. Hello! Admel. Love your hat. Hate your hat? Can't decide how I feel about your hat. Nice to meet you, though. Ah, the gentleman come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Logsdon be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Dravanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Forlemont up ahead. Up above is what I meant to say. I was a little focused on the name, you see. For le mort. It's funny, in trying to, like, look up some French pronunciation 101 stuff, like, at first it really astonished me how many particulars there are with different, like, slight variations in vowel sound. But the more I think about it, like, English is loaded with that too. It's just stuff I've internalized so much that I don't even think about it anymore. But if I had to learn it now, like, there would be lots of subtle differences in O sounds or U sounds or A sounds that seem totally logical to me now. Anyway. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we're the arbiters of Halone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Follamore. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Guillaume, your present... your honor... Trying again. You honor us with your presence, sir. The gentleman was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durandair's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I'm told you seek an airship last seen in Coerthas 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Coerthas. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. I think that might have been a hint. I was not aware you aided House Durandair in that fashion. Thank you, sir. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Yeah, well, your hat's dumb. Sorry, that's probably not doing a great job of endearing me to the locals or whatever, but they should wear less dumb hats. Josiah is attempting to attract your attention. Ooh. You there, sir. I could not help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixal in that vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian, I keep on wanting to say astrologian, and no, astrologian, and confirm that he's well, it would be a great comfort to me. Hey, that I can do. You got it. Dermon's on the job. But yes, you're getting a good glimpse at Coerthas now. Very different feeling place, not just because of the weather. And I rather enjoy that. I'm not even sure if I'm going the right way. I'm just kind of enjoying the spectacle here. Much more of an old castle kind of vibe to this great white north. Makes me all excited for getting to Heavensward someday. Pardon me, Ixal. I got no time for your nonsense. And I'm way too high level to bother. Aha! An astrologian! And also a thing I need to kill for some reason. It's got that symbol over it, which I just call Wi-Fi. There's a feature in this game that they don't really take much advantage of anymore, called your hunting log. I think I've mentioned it before. It basically, for every job you have, it gives you kind of like a hit list of monsters to go out there and kill. And completing these lists gives you quite a bit of an experience early on. It's a great way to get experience fast when you're starting to level a new job. And they tend to, like, give you enough to kill up through around level 50, and then with the expansions, they didn't really do this anymore. That hunts kind of took a different form. So any monsters you see that have the Wi-Fi symbol are for that sort of thing, for one of these jobs. You can also, your Grand Company also gives you some of these monsters to take out as well, and you kind of need to do that to rank up. I'll probably do some of that on the off time, or between episodes, just so I can rank up a little bit in the Grand Company and have access to a few more features for my own convenience. And I guess I'll just fight the thing. And it's friend. Come here. Come on. All right. Yes, yes. Hurry it up, it's cold out here. There we go. Okay. How are you doing? You're welcome, by the way. What a relief to see someone other than a goddamned bird man. I thought I could finish my work whilst the Ixal were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze it. Sorry, lost the button. Wait, who are you? You're not one of our knights. A man of House Durandare cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir. Okay. This is going to require patience. Observatorium looks cool from a distance, though. As does whatever that is. Looks like the ruins of an old wall or something. Yep, okay. About to run into a wall myself, but still, cool looking. I know y'all are a big fan of traditions around here, but have you considered installing an elevator? That's a lot of spiral stairs, just to get up here and talk to you again is what I'm saying. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. Ah, but you're eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you've already aided your own cause. House Durandare's quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it's their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Dravanian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the Observatorium records. That's just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portelain for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durandare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. That's a good tip. Thank you. I appreciate that some of you are helpful. Okay, let's see. Who wants to talk? Someone down in this building? Ah, yes, perfect. Portelain! Hello. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you've rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses? I cannot deny that you've given us no cause to distrust you, but while you've performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It's only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? I guess that is pretty good math, I think. What are House Durandare's colors, by the way? Like, I've seen some wearing yellow, some wearing kind of red, and some wearing purple. I should know this. Anyway, Lord Portelain requires that you perform a 3rd task on behalf of House Durandare. Now, I understand you're very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a man of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Ayanar, having further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. House Ayanar. Ayanar? That one might be closer, actually. I should probably skip the H. Ayanar. Whew. Self-education. I am legit enjoying this learning opportunity, actually, and very much appreciate all of you assisting with that in the comments. And I like that there are so many names and cultures in this game, and we've not even run into the majority of them yet, that do have names, like, with pronunciation derived from a variety of different languages. We're going to run into some with, like, Slavic origins. We've already, like, the Rugadin have sort of more Germanic ones, as I understand it, or at least some of them do. There's going to be some with Japanese bases, some with Chinese, some with Mongolian, which are going to be, those are the really scary ones in the future. Because there are some Mongolian-derived names for things that are not in any way sounded out how they're spelled. I got a long time till then, but that's a scary one. Get out of here, assaulters. I'm here for this crate. Thank you. All right. Let's go endear ourselves to House Ayanar. Ayanar. Bleh. Well, I'll have plenty of practice. Portalain. Guess what? I did the third thing, and according to your math, you have to help me. Have you good tidings to share? Or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? That I have. Goods bound for market and stolen by a band of heretics. God bless you, friend. It's all here. Every last... but wait, that chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury take me, a draconian rosary, in the possession of Lord Francel? Yet, perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Ayanar has whispered to be, I'm getting, like, so, I'm focusing so much on the names that then I stumble on literally every word I know afterwards. House Ayanar is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Ayanar. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It's the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter's resolved. Great. Good. Glad I did that third thing for you. Most helpful of Elezen. Great. Cario, could you help me? What's this? It's probably just an optional, like, dungeon or something. Let's see. Sir Cario has something very important to tell you. Come closer, lad, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He's a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Ayanar for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and he will know you for a friend. Now go! I will! Whew, getting dark out here. And ever so chilly. Good thing I have this nice poncho that Joe-Cat made me. Toasty. Alright, here we go. See, look how sharp. I look great. Francel, hello. Yes? You look as though you have something to say. Do you? Let's see. White lily, wild rose, that's gonna mean nothing to you. Is that an Edelweiss in your pocket, or are you happy to meet me? That's... Sherman, come on. That's the best you could come up with, buddy. I see Sir Cariot has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not been seen in Coerthas since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the Draconian Rosary was not found in my possession, it'll still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt, this will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It's only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship? I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Orchiffon of House Forton commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. That's very helpful, thank you. Awesome. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, House Ayanar's colors seem to be green. Cool. They may not just have, like, one color each, it's just... sometimes it helps to identify, you know? And it's also not like literally everybody in a high house wears only that color all the time. Still, though. Doesn't hurt knowing. Ooh, we're coming up on Camp Dragonhead. One of the larger outposts out here. In this part of Coerthas, anyway. Big. And let's get attuned to this aetheryte. I've not done that yet. We're going to be coming back here aplenty. There we are. Perfect. Okay. Now then. Where is someone to talk to? Orchiphone. There you are. I'm really tempted to run across your table here, and I probably will later, but for now, since this is a first impression, I'm going to be respectful. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I'm not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. Pray tell me why you've come. If there's any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes, the letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Coerthas before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Carteneau, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Forton. That, at least, is a name I heard out loud several times, which helps immensely. Thank you. Finally meeting some friendly faces out here. Hello, Chocobo. All right, Orchiphone. Lord Orchiphone has a proposal for how you might participate in this investigation. Please do tell. As you've doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Forton included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were to make inquiries of your own. Lady Nin of mine own House Forton, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There's also Cravelin of House Ayenar, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Dorander yet? Really? Perhaps he'll be more accommodating once I inform him that you're a friend of House Forton. Do not concern yourself with House Zemail. Zemail? I think that's right. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned and return to me when finished. That I can do. Thank you for the tip. Ah. Are y'all cold? Do not dare question our ways, unbeliever. You seem cold. Seems like it'd be cold. I'm cold. I'm gonna get a sip of this hot chocolate. I still got some Joe Cat hot chocolate, and I'm drinking it. That's much better. Okay. Let's go make inquiries. Our first stop should probably be right here in Camp Dragonhead. Ah, yes, the Lady Nin. Hello. Why, hello, good sir. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of House Forton does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Franzel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Ayenar have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Interesting, but not immediately useful. All right. We still got 2 others to check. So glad I have Quayfriend here. Running around this place on foot would take ages. Hello? Anybody? Ah, here we are. Cravelin, hello. Cravelin? I don't know where emphasis on your name goes. Helone, grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Orchiphone. I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House Ironart in chaos. Right now, we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. That's fair enough. Not helpful, but fair enough. Okay, one last person to check. I'll bet you want to be helpful, don't you, Forlamore? Of course you do. Look at me, I'm adorable. I'm in a poncho. I'm helpful. I've got so much going for me. Make yourself an ally of House Durman. Or I guess House Dirami would be more accurate, but still. Oh, Right, we talked to you already. I get the feeling you're not going to be helpful. I gather you've been busy since last we spoke. Lord Orchifon's missive was positively glowing, but if you think this endorsement is cause for me to discard Ishgardian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Guillaume arrived in Coerthas, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Orchifon wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. Not helpful. Okay. Back to Orchifon. 0 for 3, Orchifon. They were not helpful. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Coerthas is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard provide more pertinent information. Said that sentence real weird. Too late now. It's just how it's going to go sometimes. Hey, new weapon coming up. Lord Orchifon is concerned for Lord Francel's well-being. Aren't we all? But I also have to find an airship. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I've received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I'm not certain that what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. That I can do. The Steel Vigil, you say? I think we're getting close. Lots of dragon types around here. It does seem a little bit worse for wear. Yeah, not in great shape. This place. I think we need to search out here, though. You all right? Unsettled knight. It's not safe here. We must flee. So fast, so strong. We were no match. Francel. Oh, there you are. Well, let's check with the unfit knight. Where's Lord Francel? Please, you must find him. I found him. He's on the other side of the wall. You should call out. Well, maybe don't. There's dragons around. Who goes there? Dermond! No, stay back. The fiend is still here. What? Oh, jeez. You're big, aren't you? Very large. Okay. Large and mean. Y'all are getting stronger. A little sturdier, anyway. Yikes. I have solved your problem. Oh, goodness, the other knights also could probably use help. Let's pitch in. I aid you. I heard the beast's cries from over yonder. Then Lord Francel's safe? Bless you, sir. Bless you. Making allies over here. In the house that everyone suspects, but still. You're welcome. Curse those fiends. It's as though they knew we were coming. To be fair, you're also going to a very unsafe place. Confound it all. How are we to redeem House Ionard if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We were fortunate you came along when you did, sir. House Ionard will remember your kindness. Please, yes, do. Spread the word. Derman's useful and helpful. And good for sharing information with. Probably should have helped you up first, but... It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I'd hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Ionard that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We've been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I've done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. Oh, good. That sounds rough. You know what? Running around this place, back and forth, this place is huge. A little bit. Like, I just ran up here. Here's Camp Dragonhead. Here's the entrance. The entrance is back here. Here's other Dragonhead. Skyfire. What's this place called? Whatever. Dragonhead and then Camp Dragonhead? Come on, that's just confusing. Whatever. It's a lot of ground to cover. So I'm going to use my preferred method of fast travel, the match cut. There we are. Okay. Orchiphon. I've helped. You have a goobo on your face. It's very small, though. Am I interrupting? Are you having a conversation? I'm sorry, Gooba, this is important. What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It's become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon hearing of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guillaume has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and by association, yours. Great. And now I have become embroiled in y'all's whole deal. Fair enough. Hey, what's this new axe about? I'm very curious. Does it look cool? That's kind of more important than the damage numbers, really. Looks very similar to the spiked steel Labris I had a while ago, which is less cool looking than this, but a little bit stronger, so fine. I accept. Thank you. Now then, how do I get out of this? Lord Orchiphon suspects that someone is conspiring against Lord Francel. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would, please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here's what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with the Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Coerthas, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Sure. That seems as good a place to start as any. Let's get ourselves over there. Here we are. Boy, more games should feature match cut teleportation. Really speeds things up. Recommend. Huh? Someone tampering with shipments. Fury strike me down if all of them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lad. I'm a House Ionard man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipment did it, though. I know most of them what work the trade routes, and I'd never have cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Huh? Could it have been the fellas what were responsible for the inspections? Ha! Ishgardian knights and inquisitors, the lot of them. As if they'd ever turned their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from White Brim Front this eve. You might consider having a word with them. I just might consider doing that. They're far away again, aren't they? Fine. I have a solution to this. Works like magic. All right, here we are. Apathetic porter. Beg your pardon. You suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in House Ionart's shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. I will then. Fine. Let's see, we got one for House Ionart. The T is silent. I gotta stop saying Ionart. I think it's just Ionar. Right. You find a draconian rosary. Really? That's not great. You find a draconian rosary hit. Not really helping my case here. House Zemail? Okay. That's... I don't think this is helping my case. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. Yeah, well, I did find 2 inside these, the brand of an unbeliever and enemy of the Holy See. But that's impossible. Once the knight at White Brim Front, that's not even a hard word. Once the knight at White Brim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Orchiphon, I will not be held accountable for this. Fair enough. Okay, so someone is planting them then. It's kind of what it seems like. I gotta say, I'm way more interested in this time now with Dermon than I was playing this on my own. Wandering around this sort of like a samey-looking, dreary, snowy place, dealing with a whole lot of like political infighting and whatnot. On my first playthrough, felt a little bit kind of tedious, but I'm actually a little bit more invested in it now. Maybe just because I have now played Heavensward and Onward, and I can now see that like political intrigue is something this game starts to do very well. Maybe I'm just more invested in this area now. Or maybe I was just starting to skim text back then. My bad, I guess. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? Well, I've got these. More draconian rosaries? In every single parcel bound for Skyfire Locks? That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Ionart's reputation. Whoever's responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise Haloni that he did. Lord Francel's trial's upon us, and we must act now if we're to clear his name. Excuse me, you're on fire. See, I try to not be on fire. This is exactly what I try to avoid in my day-to-day. Just one warrior to another. Lord Orchiphon needs your help to clear Lord Francel's name. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Ionar were heretics. At last, we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I'll need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Brigitte. Brigitte? Yeah. Tell her that House Fortom demands that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation's been conducted. Could be Brigitte, but I think Brigitte seems more right. But then, I could be just more wrong. Who can say? Other than all the people who've been very helpful, whose pronunciation help I am forgetting in this exact moment. Brigitte. What is it, my child? Lord Orchiphon would have the Inquisitors do what? But that's not possible. Inquisitor Guillaume presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Haloni's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. That's not what I wanted to hear right now. That's what the innocent people get? Orchiphon? Bad news? Yes. They've taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop? This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have the sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. Dermon, I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings, until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillaume in person. I shall endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. I hope I'm getting Guillaume's name right. Hold the trial, everyone! Stop! Do it! Stop what you're doing! Everything you're doing, stop! Hello? Urlene? What's going on? Hey, what's going on? Hail, Dermon. As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Oh, we got us a fight, huh? So be it. Joachim... Is that a hard C or a soft C? Joachim Charlemagne Franzel de Ayenar. You stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravanians, and I'm no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we've gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Halone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their Draken forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Fortom, I beseech you, stay your hand! Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Orchiphon. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Franzel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Orchiphon has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts, I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. Oh dear. We must hold them until Lord Orchiphon arrives, Derman, and remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. All right, fair enough. You're the boss. And we are level scaled here, so got us an actual fight. Your shield bears no sigil, sir. Do you serve the Holy See or one of the high houses? I serve a higher power. Ah, jeez. Quite strong. Maybe I should hit the healer first, huh? That's what smart Germans would do in my situation. If one were here, I bet that's what they would advise. There we go. See, that's what you gotta do. The archer as well. You don't get to stick around. Get out of here. Be gone. Be dead. Be gone and dead. Hey. No. No. Derman says no. He's so mad he's on fire. Look, Lord Orchiffon's come. Hey, buddy. Welcome and help. Hey, I say, help. In the name of House Fortom, I demand you lay down your arms. Oh dear. Ishgardian scum, today you shall answer for your sins. By this deed do you disgrace your line, Lord Orchiphon. Oh dear. Orchiphon? Oh, gracious. That's a wyvern. A wyvern? But there were no reports of Dravanian activity. Oh, gracious. This is getting messy. You would call upon your allies to save you. I need to pull up a text log so I can actually see what's going on. You would call upon your allies to save you. At last your treachery is laid bare. This isn't what it looks like, probably. Oh, jeez, that's big. I'm gonna fight that instead. Nope, Chirurgeon first, then that. Gracious. So many shins in need of whacking. Yeet. So who called in the dragon, though? That seems not okay. Hey, quit. This will not be forgotten. Hey. Aldebreek dropped a rosary, did they? Did they? The wyvern takes to the skies. You better run. So Alderic, the Unyielding, had the rosary. Interesting. What is... It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. But this trial, like many others, I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Ayenar. They've used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? This. By the Fury, a draconian rosary. than the knight who refused to yield. It was he who summoned the wyvern. Wyvern? I've always said wyvern. It's wyvern, isn't it? It's wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Orchiffon. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to Coerthas, Derman. Pray locate your errant airship and use it. You're welcome. Lord Orchiffon, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard, and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Aienar. Praise Halone it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Derman. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you've recuperated. I shall. Excellent. Now I can hide this again. I wish there was a hotkey to hide the log window or reveal it. That would be so convenient. Anyway, let's get ourselves back to Camp Dragonhead. There we are. So glad the sun's finally come out. Finally, some questing time in the daylight. You look well, Derman. May I say what a pleasure it is to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortemps and House Aienar shall never forget your service. Now, let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. We will, but later it's getting crowded and on fire around here. And also, it's been a long day. Everyone take care. I will see you next time as we try to find the daggum airship, because there's a Garuda out there who is waiting for no one. Do take care, everyone, and I will see you next time. Stay warm, and goodbye.